You've heard that practicing meditation can help calm you down and lower your stress levels, but you want to know, is this actually true? And if so, how does it work? I got you. Let's use the practice mindfulness of breathing as our example in this video, and I'm going to give you all the details. Be sure to stick around to the end because I'm going to give you another suggestion for something that you can do to also lower your stress levels. By the way, if you don't know me or haven't been here on Higher Alignment before, my name is Aaron. I am a certified life coach and I specialize in metaphysical techniques like mindfulness meditation for self-care and personal development. If you haven't watched the first video in my mindful healing series where I'm giving you more details about what the practice of mindfulness meditation is, I would highly suggest that you check that video out, especially if you're unclear about the practice. But I'm going to assume that you've already done that, and let's move forward in this video. So let me break down mindfulness of breathing really quickly. Mindfulness of breathing is simply any type of mindfulness meditation technique where the breath is your object. So most of the time people know about the Theravada method, which is noticing or noting the sensations of the breath at the nostrils or above the upper lip. There are three aspects that we are trying to balance in mindfulness meditation in order to easily enter into a meditative state. The first one is relaxation. Relaxation is key. It is important. You're not going to be able to open up any other way unless you relax. And as you are relaxing, you are allowing your heart rate to lower, your breath rate to lower, your blood pressure to lower. So the practice of mindfulness meditation in and itself is going to have a physiological effect on your physical body. The practice itself is very soothing as you are focusing on the breath, and as the body-mind complex calms down, so does the breath, even to the point where at advanced levels of mindfulness meditation, the breath almost disappears. The breath will continue to become more and more shallow as the body-mind complex calms itself, as the inner energies calm themselves, as the thoughts start to calm and self-release, and then you'll come to a point where the body just doesn't need that much oxygen. So you will note that the breath becomes increasingly more shallow and shallow and shallow until the breath cycles slow down so much that the breath is almost unnoticeable. I know you're getting your learning on, but I want to quickly draw your attention to the crystal jewelry that I'm wearing. Typically, I wear something different in each video. This is a labradorite. And here I have some Elite Noble Shungite with pyrite, as well as a Herkimer diamond necklace. You can find handmade crystal jewelry and crystal rolled incense, along with small batch handmade Florida waters in the HIYERAlignment.com metaphysical shop. Your support means a lot and it helps me to continue making self-care and personal development tutorials and resources just like this one. Check out the link to my shop in the description box below. And now let me continue giving you the tips, tools, and techniques that you can use in order to create a positive transformation in your life. So let me give you a quick overview of the mindfulness of breathing practice as just a quick how-to. But if you are interested in diving deeper and learning all of the intricate ins and outs of the technique and really learning how to create a consistent and effective meditation practice in your life, I have a free 2-hour class called the 10 Steps to Clearing Your Mind with Mindfulness Meditation, and you'll find that in the description box below under the resources section. I would highly suggest that you check it out. But really quickly, how to practice mindfulness of breathing. You're going to find a comfortable space or place to sit down and meditate, one that is free from noise. You don't want people walking in and out. You want this to be a place where you're coming to calm yourself down and sit. So you're going to sit in either the sitting position, in the cross-legged position. You can sit in a chair. You can even practice laying down. A lot of people don't realize that, but it is also important to practice mindfulness meditation in the laying position. But the first thing that you're going to do is relax the physical body. You want to relax the physical body. You're going through doing a progressive muscle body scan. You're scanning and noting each part of your body and just consciously relaxing anywhere you feel tension, tightness, or stress. On your exhales, you're just allowing the body to release, allowing the muscles to release, allowing the body to calm down and to really ground itself in the present moment, getting comfortable in the body and allowing it to settle itself. Then you are going to bring the focus of awareness to the sensation of the breath at the nostrils. And what is important here is that it is the sensation of the breath. You're not focusing on consciously talking to yourself saying inhale, exhale, or anything like that. You're literally focusing on the feeling. This is very much a feeling practice. So you're leaving the domain of thinking, you're leaving the domain of contemplating, you're leaving the domain of obsessing and rumination and mental configuration, and you're coming into a mentally unconfigured place through, we could say, feeling and being present with what is. So you are noting the feeling, the sensation of the breath at the nostrils. Anytime the mind becomes pulled away, it becomes distracted from this sensation. Your first goal is to realize, hey, I've become distracted. You'll probably begin thinking about your to-do list or what so-and-so said to you. Or if you are in a particular stressful place, a place of tension, a place of contrast in your life, then your mind may go to those experiences that just aren't very pleasant for you right now. Your objective is to not get sucked into those thoughts. You don't want to start thinking, you don't want to start ruminating, you don't want to start contemplating or engaging with those thoughts at all. This is not the time to do that. It's not like when I call it a shower conversation. When you're in the shower and now you are locked into those thoughts, you are engaging with them. You may be talking to them as if, the storyline or the narrative is going on right now. Now we are lost in thought. So we're no longer present. We're no longer mindful. So the objective is, in the beginning, if you are a beginner, to realize that the mind has become distracted from the sensation of the breath. Typically, when you start thinking, obsessing, ruminating, once the mind grasps onto a thought, the body also clenches and tightens up, creating a stress response. So what you're going to do is note that the mind has become distracted. On the next natural, effortless exhale, you're going to just relax the body. The same thing that we started the practice by doing. You're just going to relax the body anywhere you feel tension in the body. There are other techniques that say to relax the brain or focusing on relaxing the back portion of the muscles in the head, but just relax the body. Relax anywhere you feel tension, and while you're exhaling and relaxing, you're also going to release that grasp that the mind has onto that thought. And on your next inhale, you focus back on the sensation of the breath at the nostrils. So let's talk about incorporating mindfulness meditation or mindfulness of breathing in your day-to-day life. If you watched my first video, I think I had a section in there on creating space and time, and I'm bringing that back up right now because one of the main excuses that people have for not engaging with their goals, for not keeping their commitments and their promises to themselves, for not shifting their habits in an effective way, is they say, I don't have the time. So I don't want to hear you saying that you don't have the time to meditate. You're carving out the time and the space because it's important to you. So what does that look like? That means being very specific. I am going to meditate in the morning at 7:30. I'm going to meditate every night right before bed at 9 o'clock. I am going to meditate on my lunch break in my car for 15 minutes, for 20 minutes, for 25 minutes. You have a space, whether that be in your bedroom, whether that be in the living room, on the couch, on your patio, in your garden, wherever. You have set in stone where you're going to meditate, when you're going to meditate, how long you're going to meditate. I would suggest starting out with one at least 20-minute period 2 times a day, once in the morning and once in the evening. If you find that this is not feasible for you, shift and change accordingly, but you want to be consistent. If you are not consistently practicing, you're not going to get the benefits of the practice. Incorporating your mindfulness meditation practice into your other self-care or personal development routines is also going to be key in creating consistency in your day-to-day practice. So if you have a morning routine or evening routine filled with other activities that you already do, go ahead and slip this one in there. Maybe swap something out, maybe shift, adjust, change your morning routine or your evening routine in whatever way fits you best so that you have time and space there for incorporating mindfulness meditation. So don't forget, I have that free 2-hour class, the 10 steps to clearing your mind with mindfulness meditation. I give you in-depth information. I give you an overview of the technique. I talk to you about the historical background. I get into the ins and outs of how mindfulness meditation actually changes your mind. People often hear about the advanced stages of mindfulness meditation where no thoughts come up in the mind and they get frustrated and confused. Maybe this is you. Maybe you have tried to meditate and you're like, dang, I can't clear my mind. It's like so many thoughts are actually flooding my mind right now, and you may be frustrated or confused on the practice, and I iron all that out and show you exactly how the mind goes from being in this very overactive, reactive, responsive state to calm, settled, and eventually clear of thought. I will include the link to that free 2-hour class in the description box below underneath the additional resources section. Don't forget about my Patreon as well. For $5 a month, you'll get access to my in-depth course. It's called a collection inside of Patreon on mindfulness meditation, where I teach you about different mindfulness meditation techniques, how they all fit together, and give you even more information on this practice. That link will also be in the description box below under the additional resources section. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. If you have any questions about mindfulness meditation, make sure to put those in the comments section below and I will 100% answer those for you and maybe even respond to you with a video. In the meantime, in between time though, here are 2 more videos that YouTube thinks that you would enjoy.